Hello, everybody. It's Brian. I am at home. I am working. I am doing the really boring stuff that I have to do that enables us to do the fun stuff that we can do. We have been, when I say we, I mean me and my fiance, Marianne. We've been traveling. We just had our first trip of 2026 to Orlando and Walt Disney World's Magic Kingdom. There is a video of that on the Spoiler Alert channel. We've been talking about how to do travel videos, and what I think we will do is put the travel videos on this channel. This should be up on the Brian Tulsa channel, and use the Spoiler Alert channel for what is mostly on there, which is movie reactions and Minecraft videos. That's kind of our speed there. And vlogs and travel logs will be here. And we are hoping to do a lot more. We did a lot of travel last year, a lot of international travel last year. And we got video, we got pictures, but we didn't turn it into a video for YouTube. We didn't edit anything together. We just kind of, as tourists, took pictures and video. But we're going to try to be more deliberate about making travel videos. This is something that I've done before. If you scroll back on this channel, you'll find travel videos to Washington, D.C. and other places. And I will get back to doing that. We've done so much travel that hasn't been cataloged and hasn't been put up for you to see, and we want to do better about that. And we will do better about that. One thing that is weighing on me is that one of the inspirations that I had to start doing travel videos all those years ago was Adam the Woo. And Adam has passed away in late December. He was 51 years old, just 1 year older than I am. And that I'm no stranger to mortality. I've faced a lot of loss through death of friends, of family members. This is not new to me, but every time I have a brush with mortality, it makes me think. It should make everyone think. None of us have infinite time here. Death is inevitable, and what we do with the time we have here is what matters. I'm not someone who believes in an afterlife. I'm not someone who believes that there is some eternal reward or punishment after this physical existence. So whatever we want to do, we've got to do with the time that we have. And it got me wondering, Adam died at 51. I'm 50. What if I only had one more year to live? And I wouldn't know that sitting here talking to this camera. But what if that were the case? How would I spend that last year? What would I do with it? One unfortunate reality is that I do a lot of what I'm doing right now, which is sitting on this couch and working in order to make money to do other things. But I would definitely travel. I would see parts of the world that I haven't seen before. I would meet people that I've never met before. I would make new friends. I would reconnect with old friends. That's what I would do if I knew that my time was short. But none of us know if our time is short. So I'm going to try to live this year, 2026, as if it might be the last. And if it ends up not being the last, I will live 2027 as if that might be the last. It. I have spent too much of my life trying to build a career, trying to make money, trying to gain some kind of esteem among my colleagues. And that may be fulfilling and meaningful to some people, but to me, it was just empty. Life was still about what I did with those resources and with that time, rather than gaining the resources and the time. In that time, I started a YouTube channel for G.I. Joe, the Hooded Cobra Commander 788 channel, and traveled, went to a lot of conventions, made a lot of friends, hosted some events, and that was meaningful. I was a collector of vintage toys, but it wasn't the toys that were meaningful. Maybe to start with, having like some vintage plastic thing was exciting, but that wears off pretty quickly, because at the end of the day, vintage toys are just old plastic things. And there's got to be something more to it than that. There's got to be something more than just buying things to make it meaningful, at least to me. And I did find that. I had that. And that is what I still carry with me, even though I'm retired on that channel. Thinking about identity. I am Brian. I am HCC. I am Brian Tulsa. I am Hoodie Coco. I am all of these things. I'm not just one thing, and I'm not just one person, really. There are many sides to me, as there are many sides to most people. And I don't want to be just one thing. I want to be everything that I am. I want everything that's in me to be on display, to be out, to be expressed and experienced. And so that is what I'm going to try to do. That's the mission for 2026, is to live, to experience, and that is a little easier said than done. The world we live in right now is an enemy to experience. It is opposed to nonconformity, and there's always been resistance to nonconformity, but it is stronger now. There has been a resurgence in opposition to nonconformity, and I've never been one to back down to opposition. Once I decide, based on my own reasoning and my own assessment of the facts, that there's a right position, that justice is on one side rather than the other. I am immovable. I cannot be persuaded by intimidation. I will stand my ground when justice is at stake. That's the one thing that I appreciated about my former career, is that in matters of injustice, I could stand and I could take a stand and make it meaningful. I still have to do that in this world that we find ourselves in. But within that, I've got to experience. I've got to experience life, and I hope that maybe I can set an example for how to do the right thing, how to stand against injustice, and how to experience as much of life as possible in the limited amount of time that we have. So you'll see more. We're already talking about more trips. These trips that we take, I don't consider them to be vacations. In fact, sometimes I'm working. Sometimes both of us are working during these trips, but the trips are necessary. The trips are life. The travel is what the work is for. It's experience. So it's not that we're planning more vacations, we're planning more experiences and trying to live the kind of life that we want to live while we still have time. So I will see you all hopefully soon with more travel and more everything, and we'll talk more.